So I usually start on my eyes, but my skin, my under eyes are so bad. I went to bed at 3 in the morning and then woke up at 9. I've been going to bed super late lately. I was off for a week during Thanksgiving. That whole week we were off and we were going to bed super late and waking up late. And then when I had to go back to work, I was going to bed late but waking up early. So my dark circles are so bad. Anywho, I'm just going to go ahead and start on my eyes because that's what I do. If I have any fallout, I don't want to be messing with fallout on my face if I do have it. So for eyeshadow primer, I did pick up this ABH eye primer. I've heard super good things about this. Whoa, there's like a lot coming out and I think there's an air bubble because it's just coming out. A lot of people say that a little bit goes a long way and it's super opaque and pretty light. So I'm just going to prime my eyelids with this. And yeah, a little bit goes a long way. And look at this. There's still product coming out of it. I think I heard someone mention that was a pet peeve of theirs, that a little bit goes a long way and this just keeps coming out. Even if you're not like pushing on it, which yeah, like you're wasting product like this. Now I have to throw it away or else it's just going to be in the lid. So, and I have so much still on my hand. So yeah, I would have to agree with them as well. So for eyeshadow palette for this Get Ready, I'm going to be working with both of these palettes, the Nomad by Juvia's Place and then Viseart Dark Edit Mattes. So this one is how this one looks. It's more like a fall time palette, but I picked it because of the like green type of colors in here. And then this one's more of a like, it has warm shades, but it also has like greenish shades in here as well. So this is really rich compared to the Nomad, now putting them side by side. And there's some olive tones in here as well. So I thought it would pair pretty well together. So the first shade, I think I'm going to go in with the Nomad. And I'm going to take this yellow shade right there. It doesn't have a shade name. And I'm just going to be applying that in my crease. Ooh, that's pigmented. Oh, I just remembered I asked you guys questions during Thanksgiving or the day after Thanksgiving on my community tab. If you guys aren't following my community tab, follow me. I do ask you guys questions sometimes or suggestions and videos that you guys want to see. But let me get my phone here and go on my community tab so answer some of the questions. I only had like 7 questions, so I can definitely answer all of them. So the first question is by Sarah Rojo and she asked, how long have you been with your husband? So we've been together since 2008. And it's now, what, 2019? So 11 years we've been together. Yeah, we got together in 2008. And then we got married in 2011. And we're still married. And it's 2019 now. So 11 years. Day Explains It All asks, tips for a small YouTuber starting out. I say be consistent. If you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, definitely be consistent. Put a schedule. I find myself that I make myself more accountable having a schedule. I do say in my videos, I do upload 3 times a week, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and that just keeps me accountable that those are the days I need to upload. Because when you upload and you're not super consistent, it's kind of hard to people really find you because you're just smaller and you are trying to build your audience. So I would definitely say upload at least 2 times a week and be consistent on the days that you say you're going to upload. That way people know what days you're going to upload and they can tune in and come back on those days and, you know, come back and watch your videos. So definitely consistency. Just start it. If you're not sure if you want to start, just start it. You know, don't invest in a high-end camera or anything like that. iPhones nowadays have super good cameras. Just start off with your phone and just buy a tripod. Tripods are super cheap. So, and there's like attachments for phones too. So I'd say don't invest in a expensive camera if you're not sure, because you're not sure if you're gonna like it. So why are you gonna spend hundreds of dollars on a camera when you're not sure if you're just gonna continue on? Holly Soroka Newton asks, what are your favorite and least favorite things about making YouTube videos? My favorite things about making YouTube videos is that I get to interact with other, you know, people that really enjoy makeup. You know, I don't really have a lot of people in person that I can talk to about makeup all the time. I've met a few friends on YouTube that, you know, we have the same interests. We like makeup. We love makeup, I should say. And, you know, we have the same interests. I really like that. The least thing favorite thing about YouTube is, you know, people and smart comments, or they're just rude. Like, what's the point of leaving certain comments? Sometimes I don't get them very often, but there are a few that do leave some of those comments. So let me go in with a smaller brush. You guys know my Coastal Scents Classic Blending Brush is definitely a go-to of mine. Just wiping the excess off on my rag that's on my leg. And I think I'm going to go in with the Viseart palette, and I'm going to take this color right here. It doesn't have a shade name. It's just like a red-brown kind of color. And these are super pigmented. When I first got this, look how pigmented this is. When I first got it, I actually wanted to do olive, not this color. Dang it. Let me go in with this olive color and see if it changes it a little any. When I first got this in the mail, I was like, this is a joke. Look how small this is. This is actually a little smaller than the Huda Beauty like Obsession palettes. So when I got it, I had redeemed my $100 gift card. I'm gonna have to put the brown in there too. I redeemed a $100 gift card to get this. When you buy stuff with the gift cards with your points, you can't return it. So you better make sure whatever you are getting is what you want, because you can't return it. So if you get a foundation and it doesn't match you, you can't exchange it. You can't return it. I don't know if you can exchange it actually, but for sure you can't return it. So I took forever to like use $100 gift card. It actually took me like 2 months to actually decide on what I wanted. I definitely wanted to wait for the holidays. I think I redeemed it in September and I didn't redeem it till November. So 2 months later, and it took me forever. Like I would put stuff in my cart, take stuff out, put stuff in, or like during the VIB sale, I'm like, no, I don't want this for free. I want to pay for it, but I want to get a discount. It's funny how like stuff, like for a gift card, you just don't buy whatever, like you, or for me anyways, like I'm like, I need to spend wisely. But so far these shades are really pigmented. I've only used 2 shades and they're really pigmented. So I did go in back with my Nomad. I thought I was filming, but I wasn't, and I put this color in my crease. It's kind of like an olivey shade on in the camera. It kind of looks mustardy olive kind of, but in person it's more of an olive type of color. I'm actually going to take this color over here and probably mix it with the dark brown just to deepen it up. Deepen it up. I keep wanting to use this as a mirror, but it doesn't have a mirror. So I cut my lids off of camera. I'm going to go back into the Viseart palette. I'm going to take this gold shade right there with a really small brush like this. And I'm actually just going to put this like by the crease part. Hopefully it works out. Let me answer a question while I do this. K Bella Beauty. Hey Kelly. She has just had a baby a few months ago. I don't even know how old she is. I think she's like 6 months old now. So she hasn't been uploading on YouTube. But I've been seeing pictures of your baby on Instagram. She's so cute. K Bella Beauty asks, how do you juggle working, being a mama, and YouTube? So working, I work 4 days a week. Once in a while we'll work 5, but sometimes I have 2 days off, sometimes I have 3, sometimes I have 4 days off. So it just depends on my days off when I'm going to be filming. Usually I have, like, if I'm off on a Friday, I'll be filming on a Friday. If I'm not off on Fridays, I'll film Saturdays. And then I also, if I have 4 days off, I'll film Friday or Saturday, and then I'll also film on Monday for the week later. So I kind of have a schedule on the days that I film, just so I can keep up with my upload schedule. I think we all just have to figure out what works for us to be able to keep up with YouTube and Instagram. But yeah, I have the days I film depending on the days I'm off. Like if I only have 2 days off during the week, like just the weekend, like Saturday and Sunday, I try to have extra videos filmed when I had the 4 days off, so I don't have to film when I'm only off 2 days. So that kind of helps out. You know, being a mama is like 24/7. And then YouTube, you know, I just said that. Working, you know, I only work 4 days a week usually. So yeah, kind of figuring out a schedule that works out for us. Veronica Vargo asked, what do you do for work besides YouTube? So I have a receptionist job. It's working with people, patients, you know, checking them in, out, you know, charging them. I work up front. I do most of it. So insurance verify, make sure all the patients are good to go with their insurance. So it's pretty much office work. I have 2 more questions left. Isa, KMRO. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I'm always curious, what are your reasons to create this channel at first, and is there any challenges? So at first, the reason why I created my channel or started a YouTube channel was because I learned how to do my makeup through YouTube videos. And it's kind of funny because I don't really do a lot of tutorials or really teaching a lot of people how to do certain things, and now I'm over here like I'm mostly focusing now project pans using Makeup Up, Shop My Stash, just to use my makeup more. It's funny, but the reason why I created my channel was because I wanted to teach other people, be a teacher, you know, like I learned through YouTube and I thought somebody would learn through me as well. So that's the reason why I started. Any challenges? I think mostly, even though I have 4 days off, sometimes it's hard to film on certain days because, again, I am a wife and also a mom. So it's like right now my husband's off and my daughter's off, and they're actually waiting for me to finish my video so we can go to the convention center because Santa's in town. So to take a picture with him, and there's a craft fair and stuff like that. So they're pretty much waiting for me to do my thing so we can go do family stuff. So sometimes it's kind of hard. Like right now I was like, maybe I shouldn't even film, you know, just get ready real quick so we can go. But I'm like, no, I want to do my makeup good, so might as well film. So it's just kind of making time for stuff, you know. If you're always making an excuse for something, it's never gonna happen. So, but I have 1 more question left, and this video is going to be super long. The last question is by Alejandra Lisette. Hey girl. Her question is, can we see your filming setup? I'm growing gray hair over here. Oh my gosh, I commented back on her question. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot I was gonna film a filming setup and like a filming room, beauty room tour. Like I totally had forgotten. And that's funny. She's like, I'm growing gray hair over here. So it's coming eventually. I need to film it. Okay, so I'm going to take this shimmer shade on my eyelids, like the rest of on my lid, and then we'll start on the face. Ooh, this is pretty. It does feel like I need, oh, there's better pigmentation if you use your finger, it looks like. That looks good. Because I was like, I felt the fallout coming on my face when I was using the brush. And I'm just gonna go back with the outer corner shades from the Nomad to kind of just blend out these edges over here. I might add a color like over here just to kind of make it blend a little better. Maybe I'll add some of the green shimmer from the Viseart one, this one. And I'm just gonna kind of take it with a fluffy brush and just kind of just go lightly right here so there's like a green hue to it. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop with my eyes and I'm gonna start on my face. Those are all the questions, so thank you all for sending those questions over. I'm gonna take my Farsali Skin to Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. I did try a sample of this and I really liked it, so I decided to pick up a mini of it. This was kind of expensive after I bought it because I didn't want to buy the full size because it was like $50 something. I don't even remember. I was like, I don't really need a full size. I bought the little mini, and then when I opened the packet, when I left the Sephora, I was like, this is super small. I'm just going to do this because this is mine anyways. It's probably not very sanitary, so if you're gonna use it to freelance and you're doing this, probably shouldn't. Oh, we're gonna correct our dark circles because mama needs it. I'm gonna take my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Magic Star in the shade Peach. And I did mention to you guys that my stars came broken when I filmed my Shop My Stash video. Like, my star is broken on the top, so I need to figure out a way. Oh, I just pushed on it, but it's gonna take the whole thing off. So I need to figure out a way to cut that off or like file it off or something, because yeah. So I'm just going to apply this like right here to correct. I'm just gonna use my finger. If you have dark circles, like peach and red correctors or orange correctors are good to correct darkness. And I really need some correction today because I went to bed super late. We actually went out and had a movie night with some friends, and I fell asleep during the movie because we had already watched it, but they hadn't. I might have gone too down, I don't know, but you can already tell that it doesn't look as dark. We had a movie night with family and I fell asleep, so I didn't go to bed early because I had already taken a nap. So for foundation, I picked both of these up at TJ Maxx. This one's the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation in the shade Macadamia. And then this is the Too Faced Tutti Frutti Dew You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation. I think I'm going to mix both of them. I haven't tried them. This one's going to be a little too light for me, so I'm just going to do one pump. Oh, this is a really small pump. Maybe another half a pump. And then for the Tutti Frutti, I got the shade Golden Beige. And I'm just going to do a pump as well. I think the lighting on my camera changed because I had to go to the restroom to get my sponge and wet it. So I'm going to mix both of these and just apply it. It has the watermelon scent from the Tutti Frutti one. But my lighting looks really warm. Okay, that's better. I don't think I put enough foundation on my hand. But I feel like I'm pretty much evened out. Sometimes the sponge just holds the product in there, so I'm just gonna kind of press it hard on my face to kind of get it to go on mine. I feel like I need a little bit more. And it might just be because I added the Dew You, I added more of that. Mixing them together is kind of giving me my perfect match though, so that's good. Okay, I have such a mess here. So for concealer, I'm going to take my Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. I have mine in the shade C19. I've never tried this. I haven't really heard a lot of people rave about this either, so when it first came out, I think a lot of people were loving it. So I'm just going to, again, apply this in my under eyes and blend it out. Feels pretty creamy. I was originally going to go with shade C18, but it's actually my skin tone. So I went with the one lighter, the C19 that I got. And I feel like it might be a little too light for my liking for every day. I think the coverage is pretty good. When you use a sponge, I feel like it kind of gets rid of some of it because it soaks it up. So that's why I like using a brush to blend out. I just realized I bought a brush to blend out my concealer. This is the Japanesque Fluff Concealer Brush. And I bought this because my friend really likes this brush to blend out her concealer. And I recently started using like these fluffy type of brushes to blend out my concealer as well. I was using like that Real Techniques contouring brush. But this one seems a little more flimsier than that brush that I've been using. But again, I do like brushes because it keeps the most coverage instead of taking away. But I do see that it kind of looks a little heavy. I might have put it too much. So I'm just going to blend it out with my sponge a little bit. For powder, I have the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder. I have mine in the shade Pound Cake. I have used this powder one other time when we did the makeup swap with my friends. I was surprised that it doesn't have like a plastic or anything. Like you just take this off and then the powder's just loose, which is kind of weird. So I'm just going to set. And again, I have tried this powder one other time, and I thought it does have kind of like a florally type of scent. It's kind of strong, but my skin looked super nice after. Like it has a blurring effect. It's nice. Just the scent's a little too strong for my liking. I kind of feel like my under eyes look dark again. Oh, I need to set the whole face. This is pretty messy. When I close it, it just goes everywhere. I'm sure I can bypass the scent if I really love the way it makes my skin look. It looks good so far. My under eyes, I feel like you can still see some darkness. I thought I applied enough corrector, but maybe not. For bronzer, I'm going to take this Holiday MAC palette. This is the Star Dipped Face Compact in Medium Deep. This has a, I don't know if it's a permanent or it's just limited edition shade. It's an extra dimension bronzing powder in Delphic. I know a lot of people really like that. So it's this bronzer right here. It looks really, really warm. So hopefully it works out for me. And I'm just going to apply that to, again, bronze up my face. It's not super pigmented, it doesn't feel, but I'm also using like a dual fiber type of brush, so, but it is applying it to my face pretty well. I can still see darkness, you guys. Like, it's probably, you can probably see some like on camera, but in person, it looks really dark still. Ooh. This might not be as full coverage, or like my dark circles are just really, I don't know. It's not looking good. Blush. I'm going to take one of these Tarte 9 Ways to Shine Cheek Wardrobe. This is kind of like what all of them look like. I'm just going to take the top one. And they come like this. So it's kind of like a stack, kind of like the Mel Cosmetics stack. So you open it up and then they kind of just slide out like this, which is cool. I'm going to go in with this blush first. And let's see if it's pigmented. So it does look like it's pretty buildable, which is nice, because sometimes when it's like too pigmented, it's like, because it's like too much, you know? So I have been going back in it, so that's nice that it's pretty pigmented. And now I'm going to go in with a highlighter. This one does have a highlight. Let me go ahead and try it on one side. It looks pretty, but it kind of looks like it's sitting on my skin. So I'm going to go in with this Melt Cosmetics Digital Dust Highlight in Stargazer. And this is what it looks like. Let's go to the other side. Ooh. This one's more reflective for sure. Wow, super reflective. And then the last thing I'm going to do to my face is set it with this Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist Spray. I could have sprayed my face with this actually to prime it. So I'm just going to shake it and spray it. This mist seems super fine, so that's nice. Where is it spraying? What the heck? Look at this. It's like dripping. So the spray on this is no bueno, because it's like spraying, but it's like leaking. And there's not that much product coming onto my face either. It's like mostly just, was the spray like not working on this or something? I don't even feel it. Like I see it, but it's not even going on my face. Now it kind of, yeah, I just cleaned it off and there's more product again. Is the spray nozzle faulty on this? I don't know. I'll probably have to put it on a different spray. It smells good. It smells like kind of like pears or something, fruity a little bit. It smells good. But since it's not spraying evenly, I do see like some spots on my face. Like even right here, you can definitely see it. But we can fix that part. Got fixed, so okay. So you know what? I'm gonna go back into this palette, and this is kind of like a pinky gold type of highlight. So I'm gonna apply that like in the highest points of my cheekbones. Ooh, that looks cool. Ooh, that's pretty. So okay, on my under eyes, I'm going to apply shades from the Nomad palette, the two dark shades, the dark brown, and then this gray gold color, green gray color, and just apply it on my lower lash line. This is really a pigmented palette. I heard mixed reviews on it when it first came out. Some people were saying it was kind of patchy, but I don't think I've seen it patchy yet. I did kind of notice a little patchiness when I swatched it on the back of my hand, like right there. It did kind of look like it, but like it's blending out fine to me. So I don't have a new liner, so I'll be applying my liner off of camera. I do have a new mascara to try. Let me go ahead and line my lids and pick out some lashes to apply, and then we'll apply the mascara on camera. Okay, so for mascara, I do have this Marc Jacobs Omega Lash Volumizing Mascara. And this is in just a black mascara. I got this from Marshall's for $6.99. I don't know. I thought it was cool. Marc Jacobs was at Marshall's, so I picked it up. Hopefully it's not dried out. I have picked up another mascara, but it was from CoverGirl that was kind of dried out, so let's see. I like the wand. It's not too big or too small. It is pretty much coating my lashes as well. So far so good. When you apply lashes, you don't really need that much mascara. So I am going to be testing out all of these products during this week, and then I will be coming back on Saturday on my Shop My Stash video and sharing with you guys what I think of the products, because again, this is just the first impression, so it's not really letting you guys know my full thoughts unless I use it more. But as of right now, I think it's working pretty well. Hopefully there's no transfer on my under eyes or anything, so. But so far, it's good, and I just put some mascara on my nose. But I like the wand. It looks nice. It's not too big or too small. This wand actually reminds me a little bit of the Essence one, but I believe the Essence one's a little thinner. Almost done. If you're wondering what lashes I applied the Eyelure x Vegas Nail lashes in style Platinum Princess. So those are the lashes I put. And for brows, I'm going to be taking the ABH pomade. And then there's the number 12 brushes in here as well. So I got the shade Ebony. And we're going to take the brush and the pomade. And we're just going to fill in some brows. I know a little bit goes a long way, so better take off some excess and go in. This is really pigmented, so you definitely need a little bit of product. It can get crazy super fast, but so far I think it looks pretty good. I'm missing more hair on this brow on up here than I am on the other side. I don't really have to fill in this brow as much as I have to fill in this one. So here are my brows. This is super pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. I do feel like my brows are a little bold today, but yeah. So I did pick this set to use throughout the week. I am going to actually apply the full-size Charlotte Tilbury that's in here. It's in the shade Very Victoria, and this shade is like a really natural kind of everyday type of shade, which is nice too that you got a full size of Charlotte Tilbury, but also it's wearable as well. So oh, this is like a Your Lips but better kind of color. It feels really soft and creamy, really comfortable. Nice. I'm really happy that we got this in the gift set, and I got it for $25 too. And I'm going to apply this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I got the shade Fenty Glow. I'm just going to apply this over it to finish off my look here. This smells delicious. It smells good. It smells good. I don't own any other Fenty Beauty lippies, but this one smells really good. And it doesn't feel sticky at all either. It feels good. So this is my final look. What do you guys think? I have a bigger mirror on this side and I can still see darkness, you guys. So this feels like it's thicker, but as high coverage, I don't know. And even my corrector, like I still see darkness. So I feel like I needed more concealer in here. Sometimes I do leave my concealer so it can dry up and then blend it out, so maybe that's what I need to do with this. This smelled really nice, but the thing is faulty on my skin. Let's see. I love this highlight from the MAC palette, super pretty, and also this was really nice as well. I really like the duochrominess of that MAC highlight that was like gold and pink. It looks like really reflective and super pretty. The eyeshadow palettes, both of them were super nice as well. First impressions I did enjoy. I do like the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I'm going to be testing all of these products out in the next week during, I did pick all of these products in my Shop My Stash video. So definitely come back on Saturday to get an update of what I think of all these products. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please also subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!